I found that the spiritual path isn't really one trajectory and one clean movement, and I'm sure you have as well. From my experience, it really seems to be a movement of awakening, healing, and aligning with what's true for us and living truth. And we awaken out of this sense of a separate, conditioned self. Clear seeing, there's more spaciousness, there's more room. And we need the medicine of curiosity for that, you know, to get really curious about where we're not seeing things as they are, where we're seeing through the lenses of conditioned belief and habit, traumas, fears. And we open to this compassion. We welcome in our humanity. We get curious about it and we welcome it in. It's allowed to be here. Everything gets to be here. And this welcoming movement where we're neither pushing away nor grasping and identifying to it, it is love itself. That's a movement of love to do so. To not want to fix it or change it or pathologize it, but to, at first just welcome. And then, we need the medicine of courage to live what we are finding, what we are realizing at the relative level, what's true for us, and at the, ultimate level, the truth that we've touched into, that we know, that we've realized, that we've seen, that we've opened to. How does that move through our life to be courageous enough to do that? And this is an integrative path. I mean, it's all happening at the same time. There is no clean distinctions between the three, I've found. The mind, the heart, the body, all coming into this coherence, And I work with a lot of highly sensitive people, neurodivergent people, because I am neurodivergent. But really, I've found this with everybody, that we all have such tender hearts, and we all feel that we're, I don't know, missing something, not getting it right on the spiritual path somehow. Other people are getting it right and we can't figure it out. Uh-oh, what does it mean? And we keep being curious. We keep opening to compassion and to courage as best we can. And we find safety, this nervous system safety, as sensitive people. Finding safety in the body is so vital and so important. I mean, this great intimacy of unity, of oneness, of reality. This incredible intimacy, which actually can be quite overwhelming as we come up to the edge and we glimpse it or we sense it, especially if there hasn't been safety in the system. And so we give ourselves grace, right? This isn't a time for courage, I guess. This is a time for more compassion, for slowing down, for pausing, for being curious about what the fear is and where the holdings are. No judgment, just what's happening, and holding in love. Or it might be a time when, like, We're just completely curious about everything. Wow, I'm seeing this, I'm seeing that, I'm noticing this about myself, my goodness. And that can become a little too dry, you know, unless we invite in the heart, the compassion. And it's going to just live up here unless we start to ask and get curious about how we can live this. Alignment, aligning. Ah, yes. And so there are seasons, of course, with these three movements, but ultimately these are threads that are all coming together in one big river. And so we want to honor what life is presenting to us and showing to us for to be looked at and to be lovingly embraced and welcomed in and perhaps lived if we feel ready to do so. So I'm an awakening trail guide, I like to say, because I'm on the path with you. And I'm an intuitive energy healer, working with energy and transmission and a sort of devotion to what is true and receiving divine help and guidance that we are not separate from, and yet paradoxically we can call upon. I'm glad you're here.